Basketball is a popular hobby for a lot of people, but what do you do when your hobby is more like a lifestyle? I went to talk to some college basketball players to find out just what they do in their free time. Last night's loss to Davidson was history making in the bad way for the Tar Heels. For the first time ever, they are hosting a regional, and they are not in the winner's bracket. Justin Hardy caught almost 400 of these in his ECU career. Now he's hoping for a team that will be looking for his pass-catching abilities this April in the NFL Draft. It is his work ethic that made him one of the most beloved Pirates in ECU history, and today Hardy gave back that love as he held his first youth football camp today in Greenville. Johnson Stadium, normally used for ECU women's soccer, will now be used for ECU's newest program, women's lacrosse, as the two sports do not play at the same time.
All right, welcome to Goldsboro, baby. Hometown thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. Hey, we're doing it for the community, trying to give back. We want everybody to be great, everybody to show love, man. This is a beautiful thing right here.
That was the tone and message of the homecoming for Goldsboro's hometown hero, Jaron Reed, who held his first annual football camp Saturday at his old stomping grounds. The positive tone of Jaron's camp is something Goldsboro is always looking for, especially for a town known more for its crime than the athletes who make it out.
I'm from here in Goldsboro, North Carolina, and I know how hard it is and how easy it is to get lost and to stay on the right track. I try to do whatever I can for the community just because the community needs it. We need to come together as a community too to change a lot of things.
Reed hosted this camp to help spark that positive change, and leaders in the community say this event was something special.
What we're trying to do is promote the future, and these kids are our future. So you never know which one of these kids might be the next Jaron Reed. But at the same time, we want to build these kids and let them know there are other avenues to go.
And for Jaron Reed, he took one of those avenues and turned that path into a success story.
We the underdog school. A lot of people, don't have a lot of faith in our kids. And, a lot of people don't want to see us make it. And it's come to show right here, that we can survive and we can make it out of anything.
Reed made it out of Goldsboro and is now an impact player on the Seahawks defensive line. But he will never forget his roots.
I just love my city, man. I love my community, especially where I'm from. They show me a lot of love, and I'm just trying to get back all I can.
J.H. Rose senior soccer captain Daniel Oliver Perez is a good student, a good soccer player, a good teammate, and overall a good person. And that's not what he says. That's what people around him say.
He's a very kind-hearted child.
Daniel's an awesome kid. He's been a 4-year starter here at J.H. Rose High School. He was a captain as a senior this senior year. He won all conference honors, all region honors this year as well. And even in the classroom, I've taught him 2 semesters. He's an awesome student. He's earned a Vision Scholarship at Pitt Community. So he's got a very bright future ahead of him. So we really want to help somebody that's helping themselves.
Daniel's bright future of one day working in construction management became a bit muggy. Daniel says his father, Samuel Bruno Perez, has been living in the country as an undocumented immigrant, but with a work permit. His father's permit renewal was denied and he would have to leave the country. It made a tough situation tougher considering Daniel's mother, Julia Pacheco Perez's health has left her in a fight for her life and she cannot work. And while Daniel's father fights in court to stay, he's taking sanctuary in a Durham church.
For him, it's hard because, my mama can't work because she had an open heart surgery. And doctors told her she can't work for the rest of her life. My dad's the man of the house. He's the one that pays my mom's doctor bills, medicine bills. And if my mom doesn't get that support from my dad paying the medical bills, if she stopped taking the pills, she can die.
Daniel was the only child, so there was a large chance to pay the bills he would have to drop out. That's where the World Cup tournament held Saturday at J.H. Rose came into play.
As soon as Daniel told us the news, I wanted to raise as much money as for him because he is one of the nicest seniors and he always helps the freshmen. He's just a great kid and I wanted to help him.
More than 150 people came out in support of Daniel today to make sure that he does graduate and gets a chance at higher education.
I value education, and I would rather see Daniel take some help right now and succeed in the long run than to become a statistic, and we have to help Daniel for a lot longer.
I don't want to drop out. I want to be someone in the future. I want to see my dad see me in that stand with a diploma, Yeah. I want to take care of them when I grow up. And I just hope that immigration sees this and can stop the deportation. That's all I'm asking for.
Welcome back. Last night, Edenton Holmes only recorded 2 hits, but still won the first game of the 2A state title series. All season, the Aces have found ways to win close games, and today they got a chance to sweep for the school's first ever baseball state title. In Five County Stadium in Zebulon, the venue for the championship series between the Aces and the Hilltoppers. Bottom 1, Aces up 1-0, but the Hilltoppers say not so fast. Jake Lofter, base knock into center. 1 scores, and this game is knotted at 1. But the senior on the mound, Matthew Benfield, he was Harlem shaking through the pressure. Strikeout to end the inning. He pitched a 2-run complete game. The senior was definitely trying to go out on top. And now ahead to the third, 2 on for Harrison Powell, and the junior grounds into, wait a second, he's gonna beat that throw. 2 come in to score, and it's 3-1 Aces. Edenton Holmes never looked back, winning the game 7-2 in the first ever state championship in sweeping fashion. And a big shout out to Whiteville for winning the 1A state championship. The Wolfpack swept Murphy, and ECU commit Mackenzie Gore was named the series MVP. Next up for Mackenzie, the MLB draft on June 12th. And coming into hosting this year's regional, UNC was 8-0 in openers and 31-7 overall as a host. So last night's loss to Davidson was history making in the Bagway for the Tar Heels. For the first time ever, they are hosting a regional, and they are not in the winners bracket. So the Tar Heels are going to have to make a run from the losers bracket. First up is going to be the Michigan Wolverines. We're going to start in the 5th, and for the first time in 14 regional innings, UNC has the lead. Ashton McGee, 2-run double, 3-1 Carolina. The freshman from CB Aycock is coming up big in the tie ball game. Next inning, Tyler Lynn says, let me get in on that hit party. Blooper to left. Barely fair, but it's bringing around 1 more run, and it's 4-1 Tar Heels. Top 7 now. We're going to go to Cody Roberts at the plate, and he's going to eat big. 2-run double, and that would be the dagger as UNC stays alive, 8-1. Carolina awaits the loser of Davidson and FGC at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And tonight at 7, a pair of winners bracket matchups, starting with the Demon Deacs. Wake hosting West Virginia at 7 p.m. The Deacs are going to beat UMBC 11-3 last night to open tournament play. And NC State won a 12-inning thriller over Indiana to stay in the winners bracket. The Wolfpack will face Kentucky. Highlights from both of those games tonight at 11. And Justin Hardy started at ECU as a walk-on and became one of the most sure-handed receivers in NCAA history. It is his work ethic that made him one of the most beloved Pirates in ECU history. And today, Hardy gave back that love as he held his first youth football camp today in Greenville. Over 200 kids showed up for Hardy's camp at Dowdy Ficklin, and there would have been more, but 200 was the cutoff. The camp started with a long morning of drills. Then campers got the chance to take pictures with Justin, followed by an autograph session. He signed some jerseys, some footballs, and even some iPhones. Yes, iPhones. For Hardy, it was great to give back to his college community.
Oh, it's great. You know, he's getting a chance, like I said, to get back to Eastern North Carolina where I grew up at, where I played at, you know, seeing the kids that supported me along my way, their parents bringing them out, you know, it's great to be back. I asked, like, just walking around, everybody said they had a good time, so that's really what my main focus was, for the kids to have a good time.
That's all for sports. We'll have your final forecast when we come back.